Paul, you reached out to me, a couple weeks ago?
Yep.
You got a new business.
I do.
Tell me about it,
man.
son.
So, Josh, first let me get it started. I want to appreciate you, for having me on here every time. As an entrepreneur, sometimes we don't, things don't work out, but you got to keep going.
100%, son.
So failure just get you moving closer to success. And, I appreciate you again for giving me every opportunity
Anytime,
to talk
Bubba.
about any of them. But the one I got going on right now, it's called Free Haul Trailer Service. And what we are is a cargo trailer sharing company.
Okay.
If you ever drive down the strip, you'll see our trailer right there, located right across from the Veterans Museum area. It's got stickers on it and everything for some of our sponsors that we have already on there.
Okay.
But just very simple. What we do is cargo trailer sharing. We want to give people, if they need a trailer, if they're moving, need to go make a run to the hardware store or anything like that, and they need a trailer, they can borrow a trailer for free for an hour up to 24
Really?
hours. Yes. That's it.
That's
Free
it?
trailer. That's it, man. We're going to give them a trailer to use for free. Again, like I said, they can borrow it for an hour to go run to the store, or if they're moving their house, 24 hours, they can borrow that trailer and just bring it back and drop it off.
That's kind of interesting. Where'd the idea come from, Paul? How'd you get this idea?
It actually came from a friend of mine. He's another entrepreneur here in town. He does some advertising. He's got billboards and stuff, and him and his cousin presented it to me and wanted to bring me along in this, and so I'm like, all right, sounds good, man.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not all fortunate enough to have a truck or a trailer or somebody that we feel comfortable enough saying, hey, can I borrow your truck or bring your truck over here or whatever. So this is kind of cool. Where you located?
So it's very simple. If you're interested in borrowing the trailer, you just call our 800 number, and then you make your reservations, and then at that point, I'll have you go to our website where you fill our online information on there, or you can go to our website and fill out that information. And there is a deposit that you have to put down, again, just to secure the trailer.
Obviously.
And once it's brought back and it's in the same condition, you receive that money back.
That's right.
So it is, though, I don't want nobody to think, they see that credit card information, they're like, oh, I thought this was free.
Right.
But no.
It is as much as it's like whenever you check into a hotel, they will put a hold on your credit card for incidental damages. So it's kind of the same thing. Paul, this is a very interesting thing, and I hate to be crude, but how do y'all make money on this?
Well, it's not crude. So what it is, like right now, especially like we talked about earlier, money's short for people. Any way that we can save money doing things, that's going to help out. So that's why this is a sharing company, so that's free to the customers. The way we generate our revenue, though, is through the advertisers that we have on our trailer. So we are a local-based business that want to accommodate Taney County in the area. We have essentially a 80 to 100-mile radius of usage in and out. We don't want this thing going to Kansas City or St. Louis or Little Rock.
Right.
We want to keep it local.
Right.
Because it might not come back.
You're not wrong, son. You're not wrong.
So we wanted to come back. So we're gearing it all towards local businesses and local community, so that helps the advertisers keep their business local.
Keep their message local. Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, they're not getting calls from Kansas City about a roofing job or a plumbing job or anything like that. So.
Well, that's pretty cool. How big is the fleet?
Well, right now, we're a startup. We have our first trailer on the road already fully wrapped.
Nice.
Our goal is to have 5 to 6 trailers to service this area here.
Okay.
Now, based off of what we know, because we work with the realtors here in town, and we know have an average of closing per week, we want to keep availability kind of at a minimum. Because we're our money comes from the advertisers, so we don't want our trailers sitting.
Right.
We want our trailers on the road.
That's right.
So so not everybody's going to be accommodated for a number of reasons. One, for availability, and two, honestly, these are free trailers, and you're not going to be able to move a 5-bedroom house in one shot with these trailers.
Right.
So
that's exactly right. And the cool thing about it is, like, it's supply and demand, right?
Yes.
And obviously, if you guys put this message out, right, and you start getting a boatload of people that are interested, that are filling out paperwork, and that are just waiting in line, that will help beget another trailer, another, and another, and another, right? That's how you grow a business.
That's right.
And here's the thing, man, that community minded, where it doesn't cost you anything other than the deposit to hold on your credit card. That's really cool, man, because there are people in town like, dude, I got a bunch of junk in my garage right now. I'm just waiting I'm just waiting to get a truck or a trailer
Right.
and take out to the. It's not called the dump, the transfer station.
station.
I was
That's
like,
right.
you can't call it the dump anymore, son. It's a
Yeah.
transfer station. But this is really cool, man. This is a fun event. One more time, what's it called? And you got a website?
Yeah, got a website. It's Free Haul Trailer Service. Our 800 numbers, 1-800-335-4833. And the website is freehaultrailershare.com.
Okay.
So again, the way this works is you make that phone call to me, let me know that you want to borrow the trailer so I can get you on a calendar, and then I'll direct you to the website to fill out the information on there. Your name, all that stuff,
Address,
Address.
all the stuff that you're going to
vehicle
need
information,
to borrow an
insurance.
expensive piece of
That's
property.
right.
That is correct.
That's correct.
That's
And then then the next you moved on to the deposit. Once that's done, I get verification of that. I give you the code to the trailer. You go pick it up, use it, drop it off, take a picture, send it to me, and that's it.
That's pretty awesome, Paul.
Yeah.
That's I hope that you're so busy that you can't even do anything with it. Like before this is all over, I hope that you're hiring folks. Be like, man,
Yeah.
I need some. Because it's a very unique idea. It really, really is, especially in an area where we have people that do a lot of different things for a lot of different groups of folks, right? There's a lot of nonprofits. There's a lot of different places in the area that help out folks. This is just another awesome service. This is something that I didn't even think about knowing that we needed until you told me about it. And I was like, dude, that's actually a pretty darn good idea.
Yeah.
So,
And, again, whenever with this here, again, we're trying to find that sweet spot of accommodations, whether it's, how many to have, the sizes and stuff like that. But this trailer we have right now, it's a 10-foot cargo trailer, closed in. So whenever the weather's inclement, you can still make your moves, do whatever you need to do. But you don't need a big truck to move it. A mid-sized SUV or something like that.
That's awesome.
So you're not still having to go borrow a truck or anything like
Right,
that. So
right.
we're trying to make it as user-friendly as possible. Now, again, we can't accommodate everybody out there. It's impossible.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's
But
right.
yeah,
Not yet.
Again, as we get information from our customers and their users, and we know, what's going to work best, get that information, then we'll make adjustments. The bigger trailers, we've had all kinds of different things. Talking about dump trailers and all this stuff. And it's like those are all avenues of opportunity for us that we're getting information in and that we are looking at and going to work on, because again, we want these trailers on the road. We want to provide a service to people that's very cost effective, especially in these times of expenditures of everything where you can save
Amen,
a dollar.
son. That's right.
Is great. But I do want to, I don't know time available, I like to speak a little bit more about how the advertising works for local businesses, because if they're interested also. So we have kind of a 3 target tiered advertising motto. So whenever a business wants to advertise with us, we're not just putting their business on the side of the trailer, making a logo and sticking it on there, because that's no different than a billboard other than it's rolling around town.
Right.
What we do different is we've created an interactive connection with that advertising also. So every ad has a QR code on it, so that whenever if that trailer's in a parking lot somewhere or something and nobody's got a pen or a paper, they can just zap that QR code and get that company's information. The business owner can put their Facebook, their website, make it go directly to the business or anything like that.
So they can tailor make their message to whatever once people get in that QR
absolutely.
code.
Yep, absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
But here's the best thing that we have going for. So like whenever for the businesses that want to advertise, you know how whenever you go and whenever you move, you got to go to the post office and fill out a change of address. Well, we're going to take that approach, because you make that change of address in about a week or so, you get a verification envelope, says, hey, here's your new address, we're verifying, and there's a bunch of coupons in it. We do the same thing, but we do it on an electronic form. So,
right on.
So
okay.
when Josh Clark comes and borrows trailer A1, you're going to receive an email that says, congratulations, thanks for using our trailers. This service was provided by your sponsors. And you get the list of all the businesses, their names, their numbers, and we give the business an opportunity to provide a discount to that customer now, whether, for the first time, free estimates, 10%, whatever it is that they want to put on to be an incentive. Because now that's going to create a direct contact with the customer when that person needs some service. They're not going to Google or any type of Facebook page asking for recommendations. They're like, hey, we got
They're there, right.
So we create that direct contact. Now, if all of our trailers are on the road every day, that's going to give every business 30 direct personal contacts with a customer every day, which is big.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's huge. Yeah.
Because again, a billboard, you're spending that money. They drive by, they look at it, and it's kind of that's it.
That's it.
One of the biggest things on that though is on top of for the business owner, every month they're going to get the users also. So now we're creating a back and forth connection through the advertisers and users again to help reinforce that advertising dollar is getting the most for their money with the advertising.
It's pretty awesome. Paul LeBlanc here on the Upside with Josh and them sharing all about his new business. Paul, give us that website one more time.
freehaultrailershare.com.
freehaultrailershare.com. That 800 number, 800-335-4833,
Yes.
I believe. Boom. How about that, son? Awesome. I finally decided to write something down here. Paul, brother, it's always good to see you. This sounds awesome.